we have to note that money is going to reduce drastically. But then, requirements are not going to do what? Reduce. You will not go to a headmaster in a school and you tell him kwamba huko wamepunguza na mimi naomba upunguze school fees. Will a landlord accept that? No. It must bring it to your mind kwamba now I should look for ways kuingiza nini? Pesa. You should look for ways that will bring in money into your hands, not ways that will let you spend more money. So there are more challenges that are coming in, but then life has to go on, because in retirement you have freedom to do the things that you couldn't do here. Most of us here say, my farm is dying because of lack of supervision. But now you are going to have time to do what? To supervise. The supervision level you do on work of the government, if you transfer it to your own work, I believe you can earn much more than you are doing now. So let us be focused. Let us go to make sure that we survive. Let us supervise our projects. And let us note that we still need savings in our retirement. Retiring from the army or from any service does not mean you no longer need to save. We need to save. Where you save is now a question. As of me, I would advise you to continue saving with Wazalendo Sacco. Why? A retiree who has remained saving in Wasako benefits from all these other benefits that a serving officer or militant gets. Cha kwanza, unapata interest on your savings monthly. The interest is 6% on voluntary savings account per annum, lakini kila mwezi wanaziweka kwenye account ya kwako. Na ule mwenye amebakisha retirement account, hizo fedha za interest zenye unapata kila mwezi wanazihesabu, wanaziweka kwa voluntary savings account ambao unaweza katoa na nini? Na ATM card. What is the procedure for you to get a loan in the bank outside there as a retiree? It would require you to get a letter of undertaking from the permanent secretary. If you're retired and you are in Chisoro, you have to come up to Mbuja. But the permanent secretary is a busy person. You don't know when you will get your what? That letter. It may take you a week, 2 or 3 or 4 even. Will you be paying rent in Kampala, a lodge in Kampala to wait for the letter? Or you will first go back to Chisoro, then come back to pick the letter and then go back and get a loan of 1 million? Will you benefit from that loan? However, with Wazalendo Sacco, you can get a loan from any of our branches. As long as the unit administration yenye iko in that location umejijulisa kwamba mimi niko retiree and I have, this is my discharge certificate, you'll get a recommendation for a loan and you'll get your loan on priority. You have saved the money for 17 years. Just because you want to rush, you go and invest it in something that will not bring money to you. And you lose out the money. Money in retirement is scarce. And you should be very careful with spending in retirement. Because the rate in which it comes is less than the rate at which it goes out.
Geofrey Turuma. Currently, I'm head of air power in Uganda Airforce Air Forces, based in Natusongola, Uganda Airforce College. And I've been teaching both engineering students and leadership courses The last course I got graduated February this year. I joined in 1975. I joined the Uganda Airforce during the Amin's time as a cadet after senior 6. I've learned leadership skills from that. That is the most important thing that I've done. As a learner, I've also trained UPDF from the highest level to the lowest level. I've been trainers. Therefore, the developer of UPDF as a force. Teaching in senior command and staff college, you are training senior officers to lead this nation. Teaching engineering students, you are training, you are developing manpower to work in this country for the next 30 years. If they protect themselves well and they use the knowledge. Teaching in all this, I have been giving the students the foundation of developing themselves. Building the nation, building the army, and building individuals. Therefore, during the process of teaching, I've learned a lot from them, and I've also gained a lot from them. Had UPDF trained me, I don't think that I would have delivered to mine. And therefore, I learned a lot. I expect every UPDF officer below my age to cop from me if I had the power, so that we move together with people developing this country until we reach a certain line. As for the oath that I had earlier, I'm willing to serve this nation anytime, under any condition, when required. I cannot object to that. As a professional engineer, I'm still willing to offer services if they are required. I'm ready for that. Retirement is necessary because we have people who are supposed to fill the service, who are supposed to replace us. And if I don't retire, nobody is going to feel what I've done. Let an engineer come in my place. Let somebody come in my place as a teacher or as anybody who know that this was something. So it is very necessary that we be retired when the time comes.
But why am I talking to SFC and Air Force different? Mukitoka nje and you go with airs of superiority. Airs of superiority. Ndikuwa karibu na mzee. You get the point? Me, I'm not using a taxi. Me, I go by air. Once you take those airs of superiority in civilian life, I guide, you are going to have challenges. Therefore, before I tell you what RPR does, please go slow. Go slow. For Wazalendo, there would be no discussion. We would have simply said unanimously that we must remain there. I'm telling you. Out where most of us live, the Baganda would say again, Ntabasajja nsolo, ezimu ziri zinnazo. Where you are coming, it's not like when you are here. Some of these matters is because of democracy, but we simply dictate and say no withdrawing, because we know what it means to be in your home. A major of SFC, alikuwa na mzee karibu. Everybody who is here, and then you go begging in the village. Tumeona watu wengi walikuwa na pesa, walikuwa na jedai. Right now, you look at them, they are really solid states. You look at the person and say, what do we exactly do? Don't be tempted, you might not be different. This group of you has about 3 categories. There are those of you who are okay. And those we say, please guide others. Because you are already okay. These things we are saying, you can send them. Then there are those who are about 50-50. And then there are those who, even when you put up your hand, for sure you don't want to go home. Let me tell you, I know the demand of veterans going to Somalia. I know it. Everybody wants to go. Everybody wants to go. Therefore, going is a must. We must do that. What I have to tell you also as I go to RPR, I want to change this narrative that you are all the people. The English people say, actually, I'm delighted to address a young group like you. Because the English people say, life begins at 40. So if you are 50, you're only 18 years. Just 18. If you are 52, you're only 12. Therefore, don't go home and begin saying, the moment you say so, irrespective of how you use your money, we might see your grave soon.
Asante sana.